What's going on, everybody? Brentley Byers, trinitypowerwashing.com, Trinity Powerwashing, trinitypressure.com. Yes, this is a Christmas tree, but it doesn't have Christmas decorations. Every season we put different decorations on there. So right now it's Easter. But anyway, I had a customer come up to me the other day while I was on a job, and she asked me if I was going to get my ladder out so I could reach the top of her house. I said, no ma'am, we spray it all from the ground. She said, well, how do you do that? So I explained it to her, so I figured I'd take a few minutes and explain it to everybody else. So we use detergent to kill the algae and the mold and get the grime and the dirt off the side of the house. That's what does the work, not high pressure. So we get that detergent up there one of two ways. We can use a downstream injector, or we can use a dedicated pump. And I'll do another video on that maybe tomorrow or further down the road. But anyway, those are the two methods, and we get that detergent up on the house. Once we get that detergent up on the house, it does its thing. It lowers the surface tension, kills the mold and the algae. Then what we do, once that's done, we come back with our low pressure gun. Now the way we get low pressure is through nozzles. So we use a regular gun, just like any other pressure washing gun. This one's a little bit nicer, a little bit more durable. But we control the water pressure with tips. Now I have in my hand what's called a J-rod, and it has several different orifice sizes based on what I'm doing. So this would be a shooter tip if I want to shoot way up high on the house, if I want to get that water up high. And then I have other like fan tips for closer down low applications. And I've also got a handful of nozzles here that we change in our surface cleaner, just depending on what the application is. So, to make the long story short, or to recap, we use one of those two methods. We use a dedicated pump or a downstream injector to get that detergent up on the house. After we let it sit for a while, we come back and we rinse with low pressure. And the way we use low pressure, the way we control that, is through our nozzles or the orifice size. And yeah, so it's as simple as that. I thought I'd take a minute and explain that process because until someone's explained it to you, everyone usually thinks that you're just going to be right up against the house, just blasting away 3,500 psi. Not us. It's usually, I think it's usually around 400 to 600 psi, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's a little bit more than garden hose pressure is usually what it works out to be. You can put your hand in front of the water and it's not going to damage your skin. So that way, you know, it's not going to damage your house. Just wanted to take a minute and explain that to you guys. Brentley Byers, Trinity Powerwashing, Biloxi, Mississippi.